In 1985, when America was gifted the little gray box known as the NES, Nintendo became a household name. Kids no longer played video games, they played Nintendo. And to further push their brand, they began marketing a variety of licensed products. From this day forward, these licensed products will be referred to as Nintendo Oddities. So one day, several years ago, I was shopping at my favorite local video game store, the Video Game Cavern in Taylors, South Carolina. They had this big box of controllers and I was just kind of looking through them, trying to find a really nice controller to get, when I came upon one that looked just like this one. Let me tell you about it. So obviously what attracted me to this controller was the really cool orange D-pad and the yellow A and B buttons. I'd never seen anything like it, and it automatically made me think of like 80s and 90s with that pop of color. So obviously when I got home, I had to figure out where in the world these buttons came from. After a quick Google search, I found out that those cool buttons came out of this Doc's Fix-A-Pad, where you can fix your NES controllers so you don't have to buy new ones. So the first thing I want to say is, unlike most of my Nintendo Oddities videos, this product was not licensed by Nintendo. I do like the fact though that on the bottom corner here it shows the NES control deck. So one thing I'd like to point out is that the particular package I got, the container is pink, which is kind of cool, but I've also seen them in clear like these Nintendo game holders. Let's take a quick read on the back here. It says, "Make your Nintendo controllers play like new. Doc's Fix-A-Pad will solve the following problems. On-screen action figures won't jump, squat, kick, or punch. Shooting or firing doesn't work correctly. Changing direction becomes difficult or impossible. Game doesn't pause. Can't select two-player mode. Can't select different games. Game won't start even when the start button is pushed." And then it goes on to say, "Why replace broken controllers when you can fix them with Fix-A-Pad? As your Nintendo system ages or is heavily played, buttons and parts begin to wear out, causing cross-directional A and B and start and select switches to stop working." It also lists the following parts that you're going to receive inside this box. Fix-A-Pad contains the parts necessary to rebuild 2 Nintendo controllers, including a controller screwdriver and easy-to-follow directions. Replacement cables not included. And this was licensed in 1991. So once you open the box, you'll find this little pack of instructions, which basically just tells you how to open up your NES controller and replace the buttons. Another little nice touch is they give you this tiny little screwdriver, which is perfect for opening NES controllers. I thought that was a nice little touch. And finally, you get all your replacement parts for 2 controllers. So that way you and a friend, neither one gets stuck with the crappy controller. So when searching for this on eBay, I wanted to make sure that I got the combination with the orange D-pad and the yellow buttons, because I've also seen it with the regular black D-pad and the red buttons. But I just think this makes it look way cooler. Also, I just want to show you guys what I did with mine when I brought it home. So before I found these buttons, I already had this cool Nintendo controller with this awesome Nintendo Power sticker that had cool colors like yellow, blue, pink, green, and even a splash of orange. So I thought these buttons went perfectly inside it and made it look totally rad, like the 80s. The next thing I did was stuck it in this useless speed board so I could display it easier. It's almost like a frame for it. The other thing I wanted to show you was this thing looks really sweet with a black light. Those neon buttons really stand out. And well guys, that's pretty much it. That's Doc's Fix-A-Pad. I just thought it was a super neat Nintendo oddity, even though it's not licensed by Nintendo, but I had to share it. I've been scouring eBay for a while to get one of these, and this one popped up, so I snagged it, and now you have a new Nintendo Oddities video. So this is the last thing I'm going to say. Somehow, someway, one of my shorts has done really well on YouTube and has got me almost to 10,000 subs. So here's the deal. You guys help me get to 10K subs, and we will give away this controller with these awesome buttons so you can have one too. Alright guys, well that's it. Thanks so much for coming and watching. I appreciate you coming back and checking out my channel. It's been a while, I know. You can check me out every week though on the Weekly Warp Pipe with my buddy Russ Lyman, where we do podcasts and talk about all kind of crazy stuff. So that's a lot of fun, so check that out. And just remember, just because I'm the NES addict, it doesn't mean you can't be an NES addict too. Thanks for watching and take care.